Here our equation is saying balance the following redox reaction in acidic media. As you see, this equation is the redox reaction. How? We have to look on the oxidation state. When you find the oxidation state for this chromium in the reactant side and the chromium in the product side will be different. So when you find it, you get it is the oxidation state reduced from here, it means from 6 to 3, so it undergo reduction. When you find here oxidation state for iron, here we have iron 2, and when you find in the product side we get iron 3. So iron undergo oxidation and the chromium undergo reduction. So to balance we have to start with half reduction reaction. Half reduction reaction. Very simple. Our half reduction reaction is chromium here. So it will be step 1. But to balance atom apart from oxygen and hydrogen. And when you take our equation as it is here, we have chromium 2, oxygen 7, 2 negative, to get chromium 3 positive. Here, atom apart from oxygen and hydrogen, we have chromium. And here always we balance by normal method. Here we have chromium 2, and here we have, in the product side, we have 1 chromium. So balance 2 chromium here. So chromium balance. Atom apart from oxygen and hydrogen is balanced, which is chromium here. Now step 2, balance oxygen atom. Balance oxygen atom. Very simple. To balance oxygen atom, take your equation as it is chromium 2, oxygen 7, 2 negative, to get 2 chromium 3 positive. Here when you look here, there is 2 chromium, there is 7 oxygen in the reactant side, and also we have 2 chromium in the product side, but oxygen here is 7, but in the product side there is no oxygen. So to balance it, we add 7 water molecules in the side where there is no oxygen, or in the side where there is fewer number of oxygen, which is product side here. So balance 7 water molecules. So when you add 7 water molecules, it means here in the product side you have 7 oxygen, and in the reactant side we have 7 oxygen. So chromium balanced, oxygen balanced. What is not balanced here is hydrogen, because when you look on your equation here, you will see here you have 14 hydrogen. So in the reactant side there is no hydrogen. In the product side you have 14 hydrogen. Very simple. Now we are going to balance hydrogen atom. So step 3. Step 3. Balance hydrogen atom. Balance hydrogen atom. So take your equation, which is chromium 2, oxygen 7, 2 negative, to get 2 chromium 3 positive plus 7 water molecule. Now we are going to balance hydrogen atom. When you look on your equation here, plus, you will see chromium balance, oxygen balance, and which is not balanced here is hydrogen. We have 14 hydrogen in the product side, but in the reactant side there is no hydrogen. So we are going to balance hydrogen. To balance hydrogen, very simple. Add 14 hydrogen proton. So when you add hydrogen proton in the reactant side, you have hydrogen atom 14 in the reactant side, and you have 14 hydrogen in the product side. So hydrogen atom balance. So our equation here, look, materials, they are balanced. So materials we already balanced is chromium, oxygen, and hydrogen. Which is not balanced here is only charges. So step 4. Step 4 is balance oxygen, balance charges. Balance charges. To balance charges, very simple. Copy your equation as it is. It is chromium 2, oxygen 7, 2 negative, plus 14 hydrogen proton, to get 2 chromium 3 positive, plus 7 water molecule. When you look on your equation here, you have 2 electrons. you have 14 you have 14 charges. So here 2 electrons, it is going to neutralize 2 charges here, and you remain with 12 charges in the reactant side. And in the product side here, you have 3 times 2, you have 6 charges. So to balance here, you have to neutralize 6 charges, and you remain with 6 charges so that it can balance with this in the product side. It will look like in the product side. So you need to add 6 electrons. So 12 electrons here remained. It was neutralized by 6 electrons, and you remain with 6 charges, which will look like in the product side, which is 6 charges. So charges are balanced. So mark this equation, step 4 equation, as equation 4. That is equation 4. Now, our equation here is half reduction reaction balance. So we are going to balance half oxidation reaction. And the oxidation reaction here, half oxidation reaction, is iron. Iron 2 go to iron 3 when you find it. So we are going to balance iron. Now is half oxidation reaction. Half of the oxidation reaction. Now, half oxidation reaction for this iron, it is iron 2 plus to get iron 2 oxygen 3. First step, we are going to balance step 1. We are going to balance, mark this equation as equation 5. Step 1 now. Step 1 now, we are going to balance this equation, half oxidation reaction. To balance half oxidation reaction, first of all, we are going to balance atom apart from oxygen and hydrogen. And here we have iron. We have 1 iron, in the product we have 2 iron. So we are going to take iron 2 positive to get iron 2 oxygen 3. Here we have 2 iron. In the reactant side we have 2 iron, so balance 2. We have 2 iron in the reactant side, and we have 2 iron in the product side. So materials which is iron is balanced, atom apart from oxygen and hydrogen. Now we are going to balance oxygen atom. As you see in the product side we have 3 oxygen, but in the reactant side there is no oxygen. So we are going to balance oxygen. So step 2. Before going step 2, mark this equation as equation 6. Step 2. Step 2, balance oxygen atom. Balance oxygen atom. Very simple. To balance oxygen atom, very simple. Take your equation as it is. It is 2 iron, 2 positive, to get iron 2, oxygen 3. When you look on your equation here, in the reactant side there is no oxygen. In the product side we have 3 oxygen. To balance oxygen, we add the same number of oxygen. It means we add the water molecules like the same number of oxygen. So we add 3 water molecules. So now in the reactant side there is no oxygen. Because to balance oxygen, always we look in the side where there is oxygen or fewer number of oxygen or no number of oxygen in the reactant side. Now as you look here, we are going to balance. It will be 3 water molecules. So oxygen here balanced. So in the reactant side we have 3 oxygen, and in the product side we have 3 oxygen. In the reactant side we have 2 iron, and in the product side we have 2 iron. So iron is balanced and oxygen is balanced. What is not balanced here is hydrogen. Here we have 6 hydrogen in the reactant side, and there is no hydrogen in the product side. Now step 3. Before going, mark this equation as equation 7. Step 3. Balance hydrogen atom. To balance hydrogen atom, very simple class. Take your equation as it is. It is 2 iron, 2 positive, plus 3 water molecules to form iron 2 oxygen 3. Now when you look here, we have 3 times 2, we have 6 hydrogen in the reactant side. And there is no hydrogen in the product side. So to balance, we have to add 6 hydrogen in the product side so that we can balance this atom which is hydrogen. Now it will be adding 6 hydrogen proton in the product side. Now, before going to step 3, let's look on this equation so that we can confirm it. Here we have 2 iron in the reactant side, and here we have 2 iron in the product side. We have 3 oxygen in the reactant side, and we have 3 oxygen in the product side, as you see. Now this we have 6 hydrogen in the reactant side, and we have 6 hydrogen in the product side. Now when you look here, this equation is balanced in terms of materials. Now we are going to balance only charges. So step 4. Before going step 4, mark this equation as equation. Mark this equation as equation 7. Equation 8. Yes, it will be, this will be equation 8. Equation 8. Now step 4. Balance charges. Balance charges class. Very simple. To balance charges, take your equation as it is. Now we have 2 iron, 2 positive, plus 3 water molecules to get iron 2, oxygen 3, plus 6 hydrogen proton. Understood? Now when you look here, you have how many charges in the reactant side? First of all, you have to, when you are going to balance any equation, first of all, look your materials in the reactant side and the balancing with in the product side so that they can be in equilibrium. Now here you have how many charges? 2 times 2, you get 4 charges in the reactant side. How about in the product side? You have 6 charges. 6 charges. Now in the product side we have 6 charges, and in the reactant side we have 4 charges. As you see, the equilibrium is not balancing. These equations are not balanced. So you have to neutralize, add 2 electrons in the product side so that you can neutralize the 2 charges here, and you remain with 4 charges in the product side. And it is look here, when you look in the reactor side, you have 4 charges. So add 2 electrons. So when you add 2 electrons, it means you neutralize 2 charges here, and you remain with 4 charges in the product side, and you have 4 charges in the reactor side. So this equation is balanced in terms of materials and the charges. And you mark this equation as equation 9, to the equation 9. So this is half oxidation reaction. Now we are going to combine half reduction reaction and half oxidation reaction. So combine equation half reduction reaction, which is this one. Half reduction reaction, which is this one, which is equation 4. So combine equation 4 and the equation, here you have equation 9 and the equation 9 to get overall equation. So take your equation, which is equation 4, which is this one. It is chromium 2, oxygen 7, 2 negative, plus 14 hydrogen proton, plus 6 electron. To get in the product side, it looks like this. It is 2 chromium 3 positive, plus 7 water molecule. And the equation 9 is this one, which is half oxidation reaction. It is 2 iron 2 positive plus 3 water molecules to get iron 2 oxygen 3 plus 6 hydrogen proton plus 2 electrons. So to combine this equation, you have to take you have to multiply 6 electron in equation 9 and the 2 electron which is equation 2 here, 2 electrons in equation 4. So multiply here equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 6. Very simple. So multiply first. So we have to multiply 2 times this. You get 2. You get 2 chromium 2 oxygen 7 2 negative plus 2 times 14 hydrogen proton. You get 28 hydrogen proton plus 2 times 6 electron. You get 12 electrons. In the product side also multiply by 2, as you see in our equation here. 2 times 2 chromium 3, it will be 4 chromium 3 positive plus 2 times 7 water molecule. You get 14 water molecule. Okay. Also multiply 6 times 2 iron. You get 12 iron 2 positive plus 6 times 3 water molecule. You get 18 water molecule. In the product side also multiply by 6. 6 times iron 2, you get iron 2 oxide. Yes, it will be 6 iron 2 oxygen 3 plus 6 times 6 hydrogen proton. You get 36 hydrogen proton plus 6 times 2 electron. You get 12 electron. Now you have to combine through this equation. Before combining this equation, we have to cancel. So here we have 18 water molecules in the reactant side, when you look here. And in the product we have 14 water molecules. So we have to cancel here water in the product side. And in the reactant side, here we have 18. So minus 14, 18 minus 14, you get how many? 4. So you will remain with the 4 water molecule. Now, iron, the same iron, no? How about the hydrogen proton here? We have 28 hydrogen proton in the reactant side, and we have 36 hydrogen proton in the product side. 36 minus 28, you get 8 hydrogen proton. Yes, 8 hydrogen proton. Now, also we have 12 electron here. So 12 electron in the reactant side, and we have 12 electron in the product side. 12 electron in the product side. Now, very simple here. We have here we have 12 iron. So 12 by 2. Here we have 6. So we have you can simplify it. So by 6 here, by 6 2, by 6 here, by 6 here 1, by 6 here 1, by 6 here it will be 2. By 6 it was 12 here, so it will be 2. Here 2. So by 2 1, by 2 here 2. Simplify. Very simple. So here put addition mark. Means you are going to add these two equations in order to get overall equation. So overall equation. Overall balance the equation. It will be, here we have chromium how many? 1 chromium. It will be here. It will be chromium 2 oxygen 7 2 negative plus here. How about iron here? We have 2. So plus 2 iron, 2 positive, plus, let's go this mark, Here we don't have hydrogen proton now. And here we have 4 water molecules plus 4 water molecule plus, there is no another thing to add in the reactant side. So in the product side, what remained here? It is 2 chromium 3 positive plus, here it was 6, so 6 by 1, it was 1. So it will remain as it is iron 2, oxygen 3. Plus, here, water cancelled. What remain? How many hydrogen protons here? It is 8 hydrogen protons plus 8 hydrogen protons. Now, this is our overall balanced equation in acidic medium. Understood? Our overall balanced equation in acidic medium. What does this equation mean? It is acidic. It is these protons, hydrogen protons. So these hydrogen plus protons presents the acidic conditions. Means this equation is in acidic medium. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.